We really got into interior design because we both really loved it and loved decorating our own houses. So when we had some friends ask us to do some things, we just kind of took that as a sign and went for it.
And we were getting in trouble with our husbands for spending too much money on our own homes.
Well, some of the things that a homeowner needs to be aware of when you're finishing your project or a remodeling project are little details come up. So if you're doing a kitchen, you might think more about the lighting. We feel like lighting really makes your kitchen or even a bathroom stand out.
I think lighting and hardware especially is kind of like the jewelry on the project. Usually it's the metallic that comes into play. A lot of times we can walk into a home that's been just a builder model and we can pick out the cheesy hardware and the cheesy lighting immediately. Instead, you can go to fun stores like Wisteria or places that have really unique finds, and then that makes the room feel more pulled together and complete, rather than it just being something that you got off of a hardware shelf.
Well, I think the biggest tip we can give on decorating is accessories. I think most people don't realize how many accessories it takes to fill up a room, and that can really give it some like texture and depth into a room, and usually those are pretty inexpensive. We shop a ton at Home Goods, antique stores, anything, or things that if you found traveling, little knickknacks and things like that to fill up bookshelves. We love books too, but those are the type of things that really, what we call top dress a room and make it look above average.
We do not believe in spending $2,000 on a lamp or something small to put on a mantle. It's just out of our picture, but if you do find things at Home Goods that look like $1 million, that's where you throw that in. I think one of the things that people don't consider when pulling together a remodel is curtains. We walk into houses that look undressed simply because they don't have curtains. It's like going outside without pants on, in our opinion. You have to have something to clean up those hard edges, and it's amazing what putting fabric on the wall and pattern on the wall and color will do for an entire room. It just finishes it.
If you're trying to stay on a budget in a kitchen, we love using Subway tile, and Subway tile is so classic and so inexpensive, and you can do that to save money, but then you splurge on really good lighting that you maybe we found at an antique place, or something that a place you might not shop at because it's a little expensive, but lighting is a good place to splurge.
We would caution homeowners against following trends. We think there are some trends to embrace. Keep those to the pillows and the rugs and things that are mildly disposable. We would not follow trends when it comes to the permanent solutions like countertops, backsplashes that you want to live with forever. We go super traditional on those things and classic.
Go online and look at pictures and maybe save the ones that you like, and then we can find like the common denominator of the thing that you keep pinning over and over again. And it might not be that super trendy look that you see on HGTV, but we can pull in a little bit of that, but then maybe stay classic with the finishes that you're not going to want to change, in 5 or 10 years. The benefits with working with somebody like us, because there are so many details that come into play in a room, or even when you do remodels. Usually a remodel becomes stressful just because that's the nature of them, and you kind of get bogged down with all the details, and some of those details can really make a big difference in the end result. So I think using interior designers can help you stay focused, and you can let us pick everything out and trust us with the vision that you have and we have, and then you don't get as stressed when you're trying to finish something up.
An interior designer, when you're looking at it, looks expensive when you're looking at the hourly rate, but I think most people have said we've ended up saving them time and money by the end of it, because they're not making expensive mistakes. They're not putting countertops in that they're gonna have to live with for 20 years and not enjoy. They're not putting flooring in that's not appropriate for a kitchen. I think also interior designers are great to work with, because as a whole, we're artistic people, so we can see the grand vision and a big picture. And a lot of our clients will say, we just couldn't see the forest for the trees. We couldn't see where we were headed. And we can help them see that there is an end in mind. We can envision that and help them pull that off, and hopefully make it reflective of them and not necessarily us.
Yes.